just needed something to wear. Why do I have two of the same color in here? Oh no. It does that every 15 minutes, so whoops. Oh, that sounds actually pretty good. I'm here for that. I'm kind of sad that I did not pick up any vodka for quarantine. I went and got like a huge bottle of gin that's mostly gone now, but I don't know, I want to mix it up. Gin is nice, but I don't know. Oh god, I cannot type when I'm blind. We're live. Insta. Mercury Divine. Great. I did it. Exactly does a travel hammock work though? I mean, you have to have something to hang it off of, right? I mean, if you go to the park, I guess maybe there are trees, but like, I don't know, your buddy's house, be like, hold on a minute, we can't get to partying until I put my hammock up. Not that you're going to your buddy's house over quarantine, but in general, you know. Tearing through this gin and ginger. I'm gonna be out soon. Alright. Let's see here. And then I think after I'm done tonight, I am going to wash my brushes. I mean, I figure it's not like we don't have anything better to be doing, right? Like, I always run into the trouble of, you know, it takes brushes a few days to dry, and I don't think about it until, like, you know, like, let's say there's a gig on a Saturday, and then there's another gig the next Friday. I mean, that's 6 days to dry. Sure, if I do them that day, I guess if I jumped on it on Sunday, like, right away, sure, that would work. But I just never get around to it. I've actually gotten into the habit of just buying new brushes when I need clean brushes, because that's easier and quicker than just washing them. And now at this point I have so many that I'm not sure I'm going to be able to wash all of them. So. Yeah, I mean, if you have to make accommodations to make something work, do it. Also, so for whatever reason, Instagram Live does not stream the comments when you replay the video. They don't stream the comments in the same like timing that they are in the original video. So occasionally you'll see comments completely like out of context or whatever, and I make supercuts of all of these streams and I put them on YouTube, you know, shortly after I'm done and cleaned up and everything. And I just do it by skipping through the Instagram live like every couple seconds, and if I catch something interesting, I'll kind of like pause there for a minute and let me finish the thought and then skip forward. And I really, really hope that out of context, it pops up with, if you're not laughing, you're crying, and the comment that I'm responding to is not even there. That would be really funny to me, because out of context, it's still true. So I might have to block these out. I really don't want to block out my brows. It's super annoying. You know, and so once you know the theory, it's just about practicing the technique, some of which I could pick up from painting, such as blending. Blending is something that's just sort of the same regardless. So yeah, just normal like art, painting, that kind of thing. I do have a makeup tutorial on YouTube, although I was just thinking earlier today that I kind of want to refilm it because it is a couple years old at this point. Listen, he went to art school, he paid a lot of money for that shit, and that's about all I've learned.
Emotions are the color that starts to fade, and every piece I need to feel complete.
I like to think I'm immune to everything, you know. I actually have gotten a couple of styes in my life. I actually had a really bad one in this eye once, to the point that now there's actually like there's a thing that happens sometimes with styes where they like stay put even after they heal back up. And so I just like permanently have this little like ridge in my eyelid now, which actually kind of affects the way, I don't think you can see it in the stream, but if I try to do a straight line, like even if the line is totally straight, which it isn't tonight because I fucked it up, but even if I do a straight line, it like when I go like this, there's like, it like forces a little bump into it. So I definitely have to do my right eye just a little bit differently than my left now. Two parts have to like mix to being glue. That shit's supposed to be able to hold the boulder to the ceiling, and yeah, it did not. So hi, I'm back. This whole thing where it kicks you off after an hour is super annoying. Hello again. Alrighty. I went to England for my 30th birthday a couple years ago. I'm old. A lot of really cool street art there, but I didn't get much of an impression of Bristol overall, and I'd love to go back because I liked what I saw. I just didn't see very much, so. Oh my god. Okay. Cool. Oh, you just want a bag of glitter? I mean, honestly, do as I say, not as I do. Get cosmetic glitter. Mine is just a whole bunch of fucking craft glitter that I stick on my face, and that's like not what you're supposed to do. miss workshop this month. We haven't really missed a month since we started. We might have skipped a July, like after Pride, on some July where it was like the second Wednesday was really, really soon after Pride finished. But otherwise, we've never missed a workshop, and I really want to figure out a way to make Workshop Wednesdays happen next month. I don't know. That sounds like a lot of coordination. I don't know how to necessarily make that happen, because you do have to be really aware of copyright and not using like a normal song. Like almost nobody would be able to use anything that's in their repertoire now, because most people use copywritten music, which falls into a very legal gray area, and the only reason that it works is because it's in a club where a copyright lawyer is pretty unlikely to be there, and you could technically argue, fair use under, the guidelines of like parody and repurposing. And also it's just not really worth it to the copyright lawyers to come after a live show in a club where there's 10 people in the audience. It's just not worth it to them. So if I could find 10 performers that wanted to do royalty-free music that's not going to get me in trouble, I would 100% do a streamed workshop. But yeah, it seems tricky. And so I told them that, for mental health reasons, I think it'd be really good for me to work from home. And so it was just coincidence this happened even to begin with. But, they shut down the office pretty quickly and transitioned everybody to work from home pretty rapidly. So I'm really impressed with how my company handled the whole situation. I think that they were very on top of it and have been very, very good to all of us. So I'm definitely very lucky that my day job cared. But I'm not seeing one. So, I can either end the live stream, or if people are still hanging out and having a good time, I can, show people stuff. For you. I can see a gin mojito being okay if you balanced it right. Like, gin and mint could be okay. Moon dust. And I'm not even mad at it, honestly. You do you. So, Vibes, Violet Voss Vibes. This is like the Electric palette. So, Electric palette is a drag mainstay. Every single queen loves it, but it's discontinued, hard to find. I love Electric palette. It is great. Don't get me wrong. But the pink stains your skin, and the yellow is not a real yellow. It's green. I promise it's green. It doesn't look green there. But Violet Voss, the Vibes palette, the pink does not stain your skin, and the yellow is actually yellow. So, who cares? And then, so I have Alchemy palette, which I just bought and have not yet gotten to use because I don't have the right activator for it, but it's really pretty. But I will be washing my brushes at some point with the Ben Nye brush cleaner. It's the first time I will have used it, so I will tell you how it is. I have a butthole, so. Alright, I don't think this is a liquid. Oh, it is a liquid liner. Cool, I can do the thing. Alright, great, I can finish this face. What, the gin? The gin premium stuff? Yeah, I'm poor. Yes, I do have a baby cat, Deja. She's real cute and shitty.
And I've been chilling, watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow